On December 27, 2021, I started the practice of meditation. I always had problems with anxiety growing up, and I needed to find a way how to calm it down or try to stop it. I always had problems sleeping, and I could never sit still. Start off by taking a couple deep breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Allow the breath to fully consume your body and to ease out slowly, breathing in positivity and breathing out negativity. Fully immerse yourself in the breath and focusing solely on the breath for now. You should feel like weight has been lifted off your shoulders. There may be some noise going on in the background. Let it be there. And thoughts may cross your mind. Let them be there. Continue to focus on your breath. Now when you're ready, think about where you are. Think about your feet, your hands, your elbows, and your lower back. Feel where you are in the space that you are in. Feel the weight of your clothes on your skin and feel the cool surface underneath you. Feel your hands rubbing against your legs and feel the breeze of the air around you. When you're ready, start to go from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Scan each body part one by one. Start at the top of your head. Feel through your forehead. Feel through your nose, your mouth, your neck, and then your shoulders. Continue to go down your body and feel where you are. Feel how each part of your body feels. Is there any tightness or stiffness in your body? If there is, let it be. Don't focus too hard on what it feels like. Now look back at the first time you ever started meditating. You remember it was hard. You could not sit still, and you could not focus on your breath. How hard it was for you to sit still for 5 minutes, let alone 30 seconds. Because sitting still for that long was way too much for you. When you couldn't fidget with your hands or your feet or couldn't shake your leg. Do you remember when you couldn't let your breath just do its regular thing and breathe regularly? Do you remember when your heart would start to beat so fast that you would wake up in panic because you didn't know how to control it? Do you remember all the things that would go on in your head when you were just trying to focus on your breath and using this as a way to calm your nerves? This felt like the hardest task you could ever do, and in reality, it really wasn't. So you've learned how to control your breath, and you've learned how to sit still, and you've learned how to take care of yourself. From the struggles early on, you learn how to control your breath because your breath is everything. Your breath dictates what your body does. And if you're able to control your breath, you basically control your life because your breath is the thing that keeps you alive. You always came back to it because you had a problem with anxiety in your past, and now you've conquered it. You can sit still and you can pay attention because meditation taught me patience. It taught me to be okay with where I'm at. Now I don't even think about the future or past. I live in the present. And when you meditate, you live in the present moment. That's what life is. It's just a string of moments. You're here now, and this is what you're doing now. Don't worry about 5-10 years from now. Who knows if you even make it to that point. I'm just being honest with you. But just remember where you came from. Remember the times where you couldn't sit still, and you couldn't even be around people. You couldn't pay attention to people. You couldn't do anything because you were too much in your own thoughts. You were living a life of fake reality because you were daydreaming too much. And meditation taught me that daydreaming is not a good thing for you. It takes you away from what you're really doing. And what you're really doing now is what will always matter now. The time is now. Take care of your mental health and take care of yourself. Practice meditation. I've been doing it for a year. I've missed maybe 20 days out of 365, and that's okay. That's about 90% accuracy. So you may not always be in the right space of mind to do it, but just remember you gotta do it because you know the benefits. You can do anything now and pay attention to what you're doing. You don't have 5 million thoughts racing in your head, and now you made meditation a nightly routine. You can't lay down in the bed before you do a meditation. And when you do, your mind is clear. You lay down on that bed, you read a book, and then you go to bed. There is no more tossing and turning. There is no more indulging on social media and being in bed for 3 hours and not going to sleep. Now it's a minute at most. You can rest knowing that you did good for yourself. So if anybody's thinking about ridding their anxiety or doing something to help it, meditation is the way to go. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I've been doing this for a year, and it doesn't matter how long, but I can tell you, within the first 2 weeks or so, it really did change my life. So now, I can get up and focus on my day, because I did a good deed for myself. Now I'm passing it on to you. Love.